Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Head. Welcome back to Baseball Head 2. Hope you like this, hit that subscribe button. So I'm going to go through the names again in this video. All the players that have been on the market, either be a free agent, or they get traded, or they're on the market, people are rumored, they're talking about getting traded. I'm going to go do a list. This is a very big list, and I haven't done it in a few days, and we got some more players that have signed, and actually a very interesting player signed with the Yankees. So let's get into it. At the top of the totem pole, the greatest player in the history of sports, Shohei Ohtani. Can't play the field. Can't pitch right now. Just a DH. Signed with the Dodgers for a $700 million deal. Wasn't $700. $700 million. Imagine $700. Wasn't $700 million. Oh, no. The media says it's $460. Well, he signed with the Dodgers. Juan Soto went to the Yankees in a trade at a very questionable trade from the Padres standpoint. A lot of middling relievers and a backup catcher. My opinion? Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Now, I said the Mets should have signed him to a 12-year, $400 million contract. Well, they wouldn't have gotten him. They didn't get him. They matched the... They were the ones that gave the most money. Yamamoto went back to the Dodgers and can you match it? And they matched it. So it really came down to the Mets, Yankees, and the Dodgers. He went to the Dodgers. Cody Bellinger, still out there. Let's go through the teams that have been discussed this whole winter and before the winter, where he was going to go. The Cubs, staying in the Cubs. The Giants, Boston, Angels, Toronto, the Phillies, and Seattle. He just got crossed off because they made the big trade with Soto, and they got a whole bunch of lefties in Verdugo and Trent Grissom. Aaron Nola signed with the Phillies. No surprise there. Corbin Burns, the word is that he didn't do the arbitration hearing. There's no arbitration hearing for him. So he sent out with the Brewers. He learned his lesson. Don't sit on an arbitration case, especially if you have very soft palate. And he's very, very, in a lot of ways, very soft. In terms of, doesn't want to hear bad things about him. But the Phillies have been rumored. The Cardinals, the Diamondbacks, the Yankees, the Dodgers, Texas, San Diego, San Francisco, the Angels, and Baltimore. He's a free agent after this year. So in all likelihood, if you pick him up, he's going to be a rental. And the Mets will be in on him, and all the big teams, the Dodgers, the Yankees, all the big teams will be in on him. Willie Adames. He's got an interesting market. Possibly the Dodgers. I have not heard much, though, of late. Tampa Bay, believe it or not, they're out there because of all that craziness with Wander Franco. Been very quiet. The media has not talked much about them. Very disturbing situation. Braves, the Giants, and the Miami Marlins. Blake Snell. Where's this guy going to go? Blake Snell. Where's he going to go? Well, it seemed like the Yankees floated out this idea that he was going to sign with them, and then they sort of pivoted to Marcus Stroman. We'll get into him momentarily, which I think is very funny. But he's got the Phillies supposedly. He doesn't have big market because he's weird. He's effing weird. The Phillies, Mercurial. That's what they kind of describe him as. The Phillies, the Cubs, the Rangers, the Cardinals, the Giants, the Angels, Boston, possibly going back to San Diego, and the Yankees. Jordan Montgomery, still unsigned. This was not a good market. I mean, aside from Ohtani and Yamamoto, in terms of free agents, this was not a good market at all, quite frankly. But Montgomery has Cardinals, the Rangers. He's looking for like ace type money. He's not gonna get it. That's why he's still out there. St. Louis, the Rangers, the Yankees, and Boston. Matt Chapman, kind of running out of places to go. Maybe the Dodgers, staying in Toronto, the Yankees, the Giants, the Cubs, the Tigers, Seattle. I don't know. Sonny Gray signed with the Cardinals. Eduardo Rodriguez signed with the Diamondbacks. Josh Hader's still out there. This is a perfect fit for the Yankees. He's a perfect fit for the Yankees. Why the Yankees don't go after him? I don't get it. The Phillies, the Arizona Diamondbacks, Rangers, Dodgers, and the Yankees. I've been hearing that the Dodgers are going to be making a big move at some point. That they want to bring in a big pitcher, big starter, and a big reliever. Marcus Stroman, oh boy, signed a 2-year, possibly 3-year contract with the New York Yankees. What a disaster. The media here are beside themselves, which I don't understand. He's that kind of guy. He's right up their alley in terms of the politics, but he is such a difficult person to handle, such a difficult person to cover, because he is probably the most cancerous player rumored to be in any clubhouse. He's divisive. He pits players against each other. Very few players ever say anything good about him. And what's weird about him is he pitched for the Mets, as you know. He does not try to do these antics with teams that are bad. I mean, teams that are good. Like all the antics on the mound, he only does against the bad teams. So if the Yankees get into a fight, say with say the A's, don't be surprised. You were warned. He will do that. He will start trouble with the A's. Any bad team, he will cause trouble. Say they go up against, say another bad team, the Rockies. He'll start trouble with the Rockies. He'll show them up on the mound. Don't doubt me. And the media is apoplectic about him signing with the Yankees. They don't want to have to cover him and have to deal with him, because he's a little out there. Shota Amanaga signed with the Cubs. Jameer Candelario signed with the Reds. Jung-Ho Lee signed with the Giants. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. signed with the Diamondbacks. Mitch Garver to the Mariners. Lucas Giolito to the Red Sox. Kevin Kiermaier signed with the Blue Jays. Jorge Soler. It seems like his market has picked up over the last couple of days, and that the Mets are heavily in on him. I'll throw some other names out here. Some other team names. The Giants, the Mariners, the Angels, the Mets, Boston, Cleveland, Toronto, and Arizona. Rice Hoskins. Miami, Seattle, San Diego, the Cubs. Now the Cubs made this deal. They got Michael Busch from the Dodgers. They might not need a first baseman. They might put him at first. Keep an eye on that. Milwaukee, Washington, the Angels. Teoscar Hernandez signed with the Dodgers. Seth Lugo went to the Royals. Harrison Bader went to the Mets. He'll be the sort of semi-regular center fielder and keep the place warm until Drew Gilbert or Jet Williams or whomever's ready in the Mets minor league system. JD Martinez. We've heard Miami, Seattle, the Mets, San Francisco, and the Angels. Justin Turner. Same teams, the Miami, Seattle, Arizona, the Mets, and the Angels. Michael Wacha signed with the Royals. Kyle Gibson signed with the Cardinals. Jack Flaherty signed with the Tigers. Yuki Matsui, one of the closest from Japan, he signed with the Padres. Brandon Belt, the rumors he's going to retire. Adam Duvall, we've heard Miami, Minnesota, nothing else. Jordan Hicks, who the hell did he sign with today? He signed with somebody today. I haven't updated my list yet. Where did Jordan Hicks sign? Forgot where he signed. Put in the comment section if you're watching. Where did Jordan Hicks sign? I'll check it after the video, but leave it there. Yariel Rodriguez, hearing the Pirates heavily in on him. Houston, the Blue Jays, the Yankees, and the Reds. Michael A. Taylor, I've heard Boston and Cincinnati. Tommy Pham, very quiet market. Yankees, Milwaukee, and the Angels. Luis Severino, signed with the Mets. I'll put Almed Rosario and Tim Anderson in the same category. San Francisco, Miami, Chicago, Oakland, Tampa Bay, Toronto, Boston. Jonathan India, I've heard 3 teams: Seattle, Boston, San Francisco. Brandon Woodruff, he's a free agent because he got non-tendered. A lot of teams are in on him. Tyler Glasnow, signed with the Dodgers. Dylan Cease, we've heard a lot about the Mets this week. Atlanta, Boston, Baltimore as well, the Yankees, and the Reds. Shane Bieber, who's a free agent next year. For Cincinnati, the Cubs, Baltimore, the Yankees, and the Dodgers. All right. Gio Urshela. We've heard the Mets really here a lot. The Yankees and the Blue Jays. Paul Blackburn. I think he's going to get moved, but I've heard, not right now, I've heard Braves, Pittsburgh, Houston, and the Mets. Logan Gilbert. He got arbitration numbers. He got paid. I'm just going to throw it out there. Maybe Tampa. Randy Arozarena. I've heard Seattle, San Diego, Miami. Emmanuel Clase. I've heard the Dodgers prominently. The Rangers should be interested. The Phillies should be interested. Jake Cronenworth. I've heard Detroit. Jorge Polanco. I've heard San Francisco, Toronto, and Seattle. Max Kepler. I've heard Seattle, Toronto, and Philly. Christopher Morel. I've heard Cleveland, Boston, and the Miami Marlins. Hi-Sung Kim. I've heard Boston, San Francisco, and Cleveland. Kristen Yelich, pretty big player. I've heard Toronto, Philadelphia, and Seattle. Jesus Luzardo. I should probably add the Mets. I gotta add the Mets to this. San Francisco, Baltimore, the Reds, and the Yankees. Kenley Jansen. The Red Sox are trying to pare down payroll, but I'm hearing the Dodgers, the Phillies, Texas, Arizona, the Yankees. Although the Yankees won't make this kind of deal with the Yankees are weird. They don't believe in a big closer. After Rivera retired, I don't get it. And I've heard the Mets, but he's going to want to go to a team that's going to have him close. Trevor Bauer. I've heard the Angels, Boston, and the Orioles. Robbie Ray got traded to the Giants. Masataka Yoshida, the outfielder with Boston. I've heard him. I don't have any names attached to him. Sean Manaea signed with the Mets. Wandy Peralta, I've heard the Mets in terms of the rumors. And Brent Sutter, another player that the Mets were rumored to get. He signed with the Reds. So, you let me know what you think about this video. I'll keep updating this as much as I can. We still got so many players that are still available. 5 weeks until spring training. And half of this list, we're probably talking about half of this list of 71 players are still out there. Let me take a look. 1, 2. This is great. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 8, 4, 7. Yeah, so about half the names that I've discussed here are still available. So they can help your team. And it doesn't matter what your team is. These guys will help you. Some more than others, but they'll help you in some way. It'll be interesting to see where Blake Snell goes. Because it doesn't seem like his market is much of a market. It'll be interesting to see where John Montgomery goes. And we'll see where Matt Chapman goes. I think he'll go to the Giants. And where Josh Hader goes. Wherever Josh Hader goes, the team's getting a great closer. So, let me know what you think about this video again. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut 2. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.